Hello, this is Dr. J, back with some more Let's Play Command and Conquer Red Alert. It is time for the last mission of the Siberian Conflict mini-campaign, Wasteland. The last of the Soviets' Siberian forces have wandered out onto the ice wastes, where they have established a base. Finish off their fortifications, so our Allied forces will have no trouble moving through this area on their way to Moscow. The mission is complete when all Soviet forces and structures are destroyed. So for the last mission of this mini-campaign, no gimmicks, no tricks this time. It is a production mission, our base versus theirs, on the Siberian Wasteland. We get a second MCV. And no music? Why do we not have music? Well, I can fix that. This is a nice sort of eerie theme. I've mentioned this before, I really do like atmospheric themes that just have a mood to them. This is basically perfect for fighting in the Siberian Wasteland. Maybe I shouldn't be using this entire force to scout with, considering I'm leaving my base defenseless. Trying to decide what the best use is for my second MCV. This is a very wide open map, but I really like that in this case. We're fighting in Siberia and this really open, snowy terrain with just kind of blasted ridges scattered around. Really gives that wasteland feeling. It suits the theme of this mission well. What's going on? So I decided as you can plainly see, that I'm just going to deploy the other MCV a little ways from the first one to expand the area where I can put down structures, and that way I'll be able to build new structures much faster with 2 active construction yards. Pulling in crystals, this guy's going to get me a lot of money up front. Hence the silo. We might even want a second one, just to be on the safe side. Don't want to waste any of that gem money. Alright, let's get out of War Factory. Maybe make a couple scouts.
Unit ready. At once. Training. Unit ready. Orders. Affirmative.
But yeah, this map really looks like a wasteland to me. I think it's well crafted.
Construction complete.
Okay. Let's build another war truck and get up a radar dome.
Waiting orders. Very well. Construction complete.
Now that it's reaching the funkier part of the theme, it doesn't quite sound as appropriate for a wasteland anymore. But it does have a very Red Alert character to it. Nope, we found an enemy base. Still can't make any tech centers. Well, I guess we're just stuck with bread and butter technology for the whole of the Siberian campaign. That's fine. That is less fine. Go do something about that. Guys, you are so slow. Get over there. They're destroying our construction yard. Well, I didn't do too much damage to it. Okay. So we're clearly going to have to put up with paradrops the entire time. No surprise. Well, we have a lot of rangers. Well, since we were given them for free, let's make use of them. There'll be a scout/anti-infantry squad. You know what? Let's make another refinery. Let's really get our economy revving.
Acknowledged. Report acknowledged. Acknowledged.
See what these rangers can scout up.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Now we're back to a more wasteland appropriate part of the track.
Affirmative.
Construction
Reporting.
complete.
Lots of ore up here in this corner.
Cannot deploy here. Building.
Awaiting order.
Keep cranking out those tanks. They'll use them for a massive tank push, and they'll double as good mobile defense. Our base is so spread out that trying to build static defenses will just cost us a fortune.
Building. Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Acknowledged.
We'll just use the tanks to go where the trouble is. Maybe spread them out in our base a little.
Vehicle acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Unit ready. Primary building selected.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Okay, nice work. Let's blow up these fuel drums.
Vehicle
Oil drums, just to see what's in there.
affirmative.
Maybe there's a crate.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Called it. That was some good signposting on the part of the mission designer, actually.
Building.
That looked like it should have a money crate in it, and it sure did.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Alright, let's get these rangers repaired. They've done a good job.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Building.
And I guess a lot of the enemy attacks are going to come through here, so it might be worth building some static defenses just at the front of our base.
Unit ready.
Right here,
Building.
maybe another one here.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative.
Construction complete. Repair.
And then a turret or two to round it out. Aside from that drop, we haven't really come under air attack yet.
Unit repaired. Construction complete. Repairing. Building.
Yes, sir.
Unit repaired.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Repair.
Reporting.
Unit repaired.
Acknowledged.
Speaking of,
Base is under attack. Building.
maybe augment that with a regular pillbox,
Construction complete.
just to kill them faster, because they're annoying. There we go.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Alright, the Ranger Scout team has done a good job so far. Let's scout out some more of the map.
Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
You know, if I Q moved well enough, 4 Rangers might be able to take a heavy, but let's not risk it.
Ready.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Building.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
Acknowledged.
Oh, there's an enemy hind. Alright, let's prepare a welcome for him.
Building.
You guys start luring him back to base.
Building. Construction complete.
Don't stop. Move faster.
Unit lost.
Alright, well, so much for that.
Lost. Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Like I said, a pretty open map. Just with kind of
Unit ready.
jagged ridges sticking up here and there. Really does look like a desolate, blasted wasteland.
Vehicle reporting.
I always like to admire well-done environments.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
It's the artist in me.
Reporting. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Building.
Awaiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes,
Man,
sir.
that shift click was just not cooperating.
Repairing. Unit ready.
Vehicle reporting.
Building.
Acknowledged.
Getting a pretty respectable tank force together quite quickly with our massive economy and production.
Unit
Affirmative.
ready.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, acknowledged. Waiting or acknowledged. Vehicle report. Acknowledged.
Building.
Let's seize control of this ridiculously huge ore field.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Probably should have deployed my other MCV here so I could put a bunch of refineries right next to this, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think that
Acknowledged.
we're going to win this mission very comfortably.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
I don't remember this being a particularly difficult mission.
Unit ready.
Waiting affirmative.
The previous one was much trickier. Oh, gonna want to do something about that.
Affirmative.
Unit ready. Construction complete. Building.
Oh no, you don't.
Building. Unit ready.
Reporting.
Construction.
Guys, fight back. How many times do I have to say it? Just for fun. Let's blow that up. Totally unnecessary.
Affirmative.
Building.
I just heard a Tesla coil? Okay. Well, they inadvertently scouted out some more of the enemy base. It is pretty sprawling, it has to be admitted.
Building. On hold. Cancel.
Waiting orders. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Waiting orders.
Alright, who's hurt?
Affirmative.
Oh no, you don't. What do you think you're doing? Think you can get away with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this guy's nearly dead. Send him back for repairs.
Unit ready.
Let's
Yes, sir.
try again to lure the Hind in range of that AA gun. If it doesn't work, maybe I should just train some rocket soldiers to deal with him.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Well, we took care of the enemy's attempted Chinook drop, so that's something.
Building. Repair. Unit ready.
Is the Hind following us? Yes. Alright. Come into my parlor, said the spider to the fly. Yeah, oh, he's beelining straight for it. This is beautiful.
Unit ready.
Get wrecked.
Yes, sir. Vehicle reporting. Yes, sir.
I think we're ready to attack.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Oh, another one. It'll die just as easy as the first.
Building.
Reporting. Awaiting orders.
Alright, we'll use this ore field as a staging area.
Unit ready.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. And they are gems, so they're going to be very valuable. Alright. We'll start carving our way through the enemy base, starting from the west.
Unit ready. Building.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Alright, blast your way through... No, never mind. Let's just go around the walls.
Unit lost. Unit ready. Unit
Yes,
lost.
sir.
Unit lost. Building.
Vehicle reporting.
Alright, next. It is well defended.
Ready. Building.
I'll admit that.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
But against this many tanks, it's going to take more than that.
Unit lost. Unit ready.
Yes, sir.
Building.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Yes, affirmative.
Unit ready.
Alright, we're in. Let's start wiping out everything in sight. See if we can find their construction yard. Why do I have a sinking feeling it's on the opposite side? Oh, never mind. Of course, they could have more than one.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Unit ready. Building.
Affirmative.
Get their airfields.
Unit ready. Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Oh, wow. Okay, those guys have just sold off.
Unit
I think that they technically have two separate bases, so yeah. It's clearly two separate factions that are both red. Good guy, or not good guy, bad guy and USSR internally are the names of the two red factions.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
We just killed either USSR or bad guy, but they have a whole other base we're going to have to destroy, so we're only halfway done.
Vehicle reporting.
How hurt are our tanks? Quite a few of them are pretty messed up.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Was this guy? Nope.
Affirmative.
Was it this guy? Yeah, it was that guy.
Affirmative.
Our base is under attack.
I'll bet it is.
Unit lost. Building.
Your truck driver has gone insane. He did a suicidal charge into our base.
Unit
Yes,
ready.
sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building. Unit prepared.
Oh, our ore truck is getting pretty messed up. Back to base, back to base.
Affirmative.
Unit ready.
It's actually a little threatening when a base of that size just sells off. It's a lot of infantry. Run! Run for your life. There's too many.
Acknowledged.
I know it's embarrassing for an ore truck to have to run from infantry instead of squishing them, but trust me.
Acknowledged.
Repairing.
There we go.
Affirmative.
That problem is handled. Well, it'll be handled better with the aid of the artillery. Get down there.
Affirmative.
Unit prepared.
Nice shot. There you go. That was better. Whew. They almost got the pillbox.
Building.
Yes, sir.
Repairing.
Waiting orders.
Unit ready. Building.
Reporting.
You know,
Prepared.
Affirmative.
I wonder if rather than busting through the front door of the eastern base, if we can just sneak around the back through the western base that we destroyed. That definitely seems worth trying.
Acknowledged.
I mean, we'll obviously be able to crack the base regardless with a tank force of this size, but if we can sneak through the back, then we will.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
You know, it's interesting. This is a very by-the-numbers, essentially kind of vanilla production base versus base mission. But I like this one more than a lot of missions that fit that description for some reason.
Building.
Reporting.
I think maybe it's partly because I just like the Wasteland theme, and I think that the map is well crafted to reflect it.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
I think that's a lot of it.
Acknowledged. Yes, sir.
It's quite an easy mission, really.
Yes, sir. Affirmative.
You have access to so many resources that, as I just demonstrated, you can really crank up an economy and produce a overwhelming tank force quite easily. And even though the enemy has two bases and the bases are pretty well defended, they just don't have enough to be able to deal with the frontal assault that the player can bring to bear in this level.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
And yeah, as I suspected, we in fact have a backdoor into their base by destroying the western one.
Unit lost.
So that's going to make this easy.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Affirmative.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Waiting orders. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Unit lost.
Gut it from the inside.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Vehicle reporting. Acknowledged. Vehicle.
We don't even have to shoot through the concrete walls when we're attacking them from behind.
Unit lost.
Yes, sir.
Unit lost. Unit lost.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Building.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Affirmative.
Sometimes overwhelming force is just the right answer. You don't always have to try to do it the clever way.
Unit ready.
And I don't think there really is any clever way to do this mission. It's just a no gimmicks, stand down, or stand up, drag down. What the heck is that phrase?
Waiting order. Acknowledged.
I don't remember the
Waiting order.
proper phrase I'm trying to think of.
Yes, sir.
Unit
Acknowledged.
lost.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged.
Surprised they haven't sold off yet. Seems like we've taken out all their production structures. Oh, they've got more over here, it seems.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there was a little more to the eastern base than the western one, it appears. It's kind of divided into two sections.
Yes, sir.
Let's not destroy these fuel drums. I think that will blow up this bridge and hinder our own
Waiting order. Affirmative.
crossing.
Yes, sir. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Building.
Vehicle.
Alright, if we get this... Actually, we're clearly going to have to deal with a lot of infantry. Let's make anti-infantry units.
Awaiting order.
Now, if we get this refinery, are they going to realize the jig is up?
Building.
What remains that is causing them to not sell off?
Affirmative.
Like the western base did. Maybe this one just doesn't sell off. I don't know. Maybe they are a little more stubborn. Either way, it's clearly mop-up time now. Do they count the kennel as a production structure? No. Or if so, that's not keeping them from selling off. Oh well. We'll just do mop up then.
Yes, sir.
You know, the western half of your base was more of a gentleman about this, Mr. Unnamed Soviet General.
Yes, sir. Awaiting orders. Yes, sir.
Unit
Awaiting
ready.
orders. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they're working on it.
Building.
I ordered the Ranger team to check this out a while ago.
Yes, sir.
Unit ready.
Awaiting orders.
Building.
Report affirmative.
Insufficient funds.
Awaiting
Nice and relaxing, just mopping up what remains of the enemy forces after destroying the bulk of their resistance.
Yes, sir.
Ready.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
Building.
Actually, for mopping up, light tanks are better because they're faster.
Affirmative.
Well, Rangers are not the ideal force for taking out stray ore trucks, but
Vehicle reporting. Awaiting orders.
you guys go squish that man.
Unit ready.
Yes, sir. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Building.
Oop, no, just said light tanks are better.
Cancel.
Affirmative.
Unit lost.
Awaiting order. Acknowledged.
Unit ready.
They'll get it done eventually.
Yes, affirmative.
Building.
Well, look at this army I've been building back home.
Acknowledged. Vehicle affirmative.
Unit ready. Mission accomplished.
Alright, good game to us. Thus ends the Siberian conflict. And now, the Allies are ready to launch the final stages of their assault upon the Soviet position. We'll be commencing that in the next episode. Hopefully you'll join me for that, and I'll see you then.